What's up? Tony Lee here. Let's do the lesson on Sunset Lights by Sfogli. This is the whole first half. It took a long time to transcribe this properly, so I'm not releasing the second half till I know it's absolutely perfect, but it'll be coming soon. So anyway, let's start with the rhythm. Pretty simple. The riff's in C sharp minor. And it pretty much just repeats that. Cool riff though. Let's get into the first lick. It sounds like this. And that's just E to F sharp, and you're actually in the key of F sharp, playing F sharp minor pentatonic. And the riff sounds like this. Let's do that again. There's actually a slight like half pinch on the first note. So anyway, the intervals are. Alright, now for the next lick. I believe those last two are pulled off. Like, let's do it again slow. A real slow bend up. That's a really cool lick. I'm going to move on to the next one. You can obviously rewind as much as you want. This was the one that is tricky because I hadn't seen it transcribed properly yet, because it sounds like he's going like this. But actually, being Marco, he has to complicate things. He's going like this. So the G string is descending while the B string is ascending, and then you go into this step and a half bend where you chromatically walk down. So sped up a tiny bit, sounds like this. And once you listen to the recording real close, you'll hear it. So let's play that whole lick one more time. And he's basically just doing another little pentatonic thing here, and like a pattern 5 type shape. So that's that pull up is. Sounds like that. One more time. Then he goes into this really cool sliding lick, and he just goes right up to the 24th fret and slides down to the octave on the 12. But I've only got 22, so I do a quick bend, and it sounds pretty much the same, but the lick goes like this. Alright, so what's going on there is, like I said, he's at the 24, slides down to the 12, pulls off to the open E, and then plays 9 on the B string, 9 on the G string, and then 9 on the D string, but then slides up to 11. So it sounds like this. Oh, excuse me, it's 10 on the B string. So that's how the whole sequence sounds. Whole lick. One more time. It's one of my favorite licks in the whole song. It's really cool. You get a lot of ideas from how he phrases the stuff in this song. The next lick, you actually go up to 19, bend a whole step, and tap 22, and this is a really cool pentatonic lick. So he lets go to 17 for just a second, then hammers back on 19, so it sounds like this. And then back to that root, the F sharp there on the B string. And then we go right back to our, first position minor pentatonic type shape, and we play this lick. Should be able to get that pretty quick. That's how it sounds in time. And then he goes like this. Another really cool lick. So I'm going to slow the whole thing down and just play it for you all the way through so you can kind of get a handle on it by ear and just play it back. It goes something like that. One more time. And then you go right into a bend on the G string on the 16th fret. And then there's some kind of those half harmonics there as well. And then these cool pulls. And those walk all the way up, so let's do those slow. That second pattern he does there is tricky because he bends up on 19 and then hits the 16th fret on the IE, but then when he comes back down it's the 17th, to be in the proper scale. So and then he goes up to 21 and bends, and then goes up to 22, and then step and a half bend. So slow. So I'll give you just a second to kind of digest that one. And then the lick leading into the awesome, huge chorus riff sounds like this. Slow one more time so you can get that one. And then he slides into 19. Down to the B string on 17, and then he bends up to 19. Let's do that whole section. Next section, go down to the 9th fret on the B string. It starts to get a little tricky from here on out. One more time. One more time. So that's the section so far before he starts getting into the bends. So let's try that one more time. after he does the little pull-offs right there, he slides up to the 12th fret on the G, and then he goes to the 10th fret on the B and bends. Then these weird little pulls. So the whole section sounds like this. Now right there is just a little half bend on 13 on the G, and then you land on 17 on the B. Go to the G again on 16, and then 17, 19 B. Bend, and then you slide on the D string from 16 to 18, and then hit the G on 16 there. So. And this is a little tricky. He frets 16 on the G for the first note, and then bends up to that note from 14 with the pinch harmonic. Okay, so let's do that section slow so you can just hear it and see what I'm talking about with the pinch harmonic. Yeah, so let's move on to the next section. Thankfully there's a rewind button. I can't make the video too long or I won't be able to even upload it. Okay, so that goes like this. Okay, one more time slow, whole thing. Alright, let's move on to the next lick. It's really cool. It's kind of an Andy Timmons type deal. It goes like this. It's really tricky to do fast because there's so many economy picking, you know, almost sweep picking parts in it, but okay. And in the actual track, you can hear he chromatically walks down on that B before descending on the rest of the lick. So it goes. Little tricky bend there too, so slow it goes. "12, 14, 16, bend up to 14. Okay, now for the second chorus line. You slide in on the A string on the 11th fret, skip a string to the G string on the 9th fret, and then you hit the 11 on the D, and then 8, 9 on the G, and then 12 on the B. And then you just on the 8th fret you just go. Same thing. But now it goes. One more time. Okay, let's do that section slow. And then then for the next section, we start with the same thing. And then you actually pull off on the D string from 9 to 7, and then land on 11 of the A. So that sounds like this. So you'll get the feel of that, and then the last and final lick, my favorite of the whole song. Let's do that slow. Alright, you guys should be good to go. Good luck.